About a month ago, I spent a week in Turkey for the tour of Istanbul. I already posted a video about the first 3 stages of this race on this YouTube channel, so if you missed it, go check it out. But today's video is all about stage 4, a sprint stage in Istanbul. But during this stage, I wouldn't just be joining the race in a press car following by the side of the road, I would be joining a team car of a team that could well win the stage. Tarteletto-Isorex with their sprinter Timothy Dupont. But this video won't just be from my perspective because my editor, Joe, had a pretty terrifying role to play in this stage.
That's right, because on stage 4 I'd be on the back of a race moto for the very first time. And it's fair to say, I was absolutely terrified.
Anyway, before the race started, I wanted to talk to the main man of Tarteletto-Isorex, Timothy Dupont.
I'm one of the fastest guys in the bunch, so yeah, I hope there's a bunch sprint today. I think the position will be just before the last corner.
But I also had a chat with his Belgian competitor of Lotto Destiny, Milan Menten.
We have 2 corners in the last 500 meters, so position will be important.
Both Timothy and Milan highlighted that final corner, so I decided to check it out for myself. With about 400 meters to go, we've got this bend that goes leftward, so you got to be in a good position here. But honestly, after that chicane, it's pretty much straightforward. Straight to the finish line for 200 meters, and there are the finishes. And there's Joe, right there. Anyway, it was time to head to the car and go on our adventure. So these people are my friends for today. At the front, we have Peter Bouwens and Gerrit Schalke. And in the back, together with me, Antoine, the mechanic.
Dat is gevaarlijk. Heel dat stuk, waaiers, als de wind zo een beetje schuin op kop zit en er zijn goede ploegen bij, dan trekken ze waaiers en dan moet er mee zijn of het is perdu.
Honestly, I was pretty excited to be in the team car of Tarteletto-Isorex because, well, they have a chance to win the stage.
Goed mannen, succes voor de laatste dag in de ronde van Istanbul. Succes alvast. En we gaan er voor, zoals we gisteren besproken hebben in de meeting. We gaan er 100% voor. Hè.
But to win a race, there's one thing you need to avoid. Crashing.
Oh ja, het is serieus crash.
Niemand bij veronderstel van ons?
Nee. No,
ik ga van alles, gevallen, zitten we goed weer rond.
Rustig aan. Dus dat is toch neutralisatie, we gaan wel wachten.
Anyway, neutral zone behind us and the race was properly on its way. But I wonder how Joe is doing.
So we've just stopped for about, I would guess, 5k into the race. Don't think there's a breakaway yet, but this is incredible. Cruising through the streets of Istanbul, what an experience.
Johnny zit van voor.
Nee, dat is Jacob.
Is het Jacob? Toen zit heel van achter.
Ik denk die voor van? Ja, dat kan. Denk het wel. Nee, dat is hem. Yo! Smijt maar weg, kom. Ja, smijt maar weg.
Let's hope no one picked up that beat on. This video is sponsored by Zwift. Zwift is the go-to training app that makes indoor cycling much more enjoyable. If you want to start Zwifting but you don't have an indoor smart trainer yet, you're lucky. Because right now you can get 10% off the following products. The Wahoo Kicker Core Zwift 1, the Wahoo Kicker Core with cassette, the Zwift Ride with Kicker Core, or if you already have a compatible smart trainer, the Zwift Ride frame by itself. To receive the 10% discount, use the link in the description and code BENJIZ10. Both steps are important, link and code. Anyway, back to the video.
Dus we gaan stilletjes aan doorschuiven naar voren. Like dat we hem afgesproken hebben, zoveel mogelijk doorschuiven nu. Hè.
Now this was the moment the team had been waiting for, the bridge from Europe to Asia. And most importantly, a chance for echelons.
Is het nu dat we wel horen split in de peloton?
Yes, normaal ja.
In the car we had no clue what was happening at the front of the race, but Joe had a slightly better view. And as the bridge began, there they were, our guys Tarteletto-Isorex on the front, trying to split the peloton.
Maar de vlag, dat is niet dat is een beetje gezakt.
Ja, hè?
Despite some small splits on the peloton, no permanent echelons. But hey, Timothy is still the favorite for a sprint, as long as we can get him in the right position. But first we were called to the back of the peloton to give some of our riders beat-ons.
Ja. Ik ga goed geven. Ja, wat dat maar doen. Wie heeft er genoeg bij jongens, ik ben hier. Hè. Iso, Iso. Water. Pas op hè. C'est pas copain, c'est pas. Dat is water hier. Ja, water. Ça va?
Maar op die brug zelf geprobeerd. Vol een bak. Dat was geen wind genoeg.
Geen wind genoeg, hè. Moet er nog een mee hebben dan?
The riders were all fueled up and the finish was getting closer and closer. Only one obstacle left before the sprint, and that is the tunnel back to Europe.
Dat dan jullie groepeert en formeert om naar voren te rijden, hè. Want dan is het maar niks aantal kilometer meer naar die lange tunnel, hè.
It's raining at the finish.
Oh my god.
Jongens, ik krijg ondertussen info dat het volop aan het regenen is aan de aankomst, hè. Dus als jullie de tunnel moeten gaan uitkomen jongens, gaan jullie op de juiste plek moeten zitten, hè. Oei.
Heavy rain als de tunnel buiten komt. Zware regen.
Jongens, gaan we rekening mee dat op de juiste positie zit als je de tunnel uitkomt, hè.
Ik hoop dat er niets gebeurt.
Daar zit er al.
As we emerged from the tunnel, the weather conditions had completely changed. I honestly could not believe my eyes. Laat ons hopen dat iedereen recht blijft. Wow. And then disaster struck.
Koşullar zorlayıcı koşullar, bardiyaniciler şurada
Dat is gepasseerd.
Depot kontrolü kaybetti. Kazadan tabii kendisini avantaj çıkarmaya çalışan isimler de var. Bardiyaniden bir isim önde, son 200 metreye doğru girdik. Tonelli veya Zanoncello buradaki isimlerden biri olursa 50 metrenin içerisindeyiz.
At the end of the day, Gaburo of Bardiani is the winner of the stage, but I honestly didn't care. I was just gutted about Timothy Dupont's crash. And so was everyone else in the team car.
Is dat toch ideaal, hè? Is dat ideaal, hè?
Honestly, after hearing Timothy scream through that radio, the silence in the car was truly deafening. Especially because he was in the perfect position before that final corner.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Quite fucked up. Max?
Absolutely heartbreaking. In the end, Timothy finished 73rd, but fortunately with no serious injuries. Thinking through the entire day, the team basically did everything perfect. They tried to go for echelons, did not work, but they didn't necessarily need the echelons for Timothy to have a chance. He could win from the sprint, so positioning for that sprint was important, and he was in the perfect position before that final corner, and there was just a gigantic puddle there. So in the end, just shit luck, and that's cycling. Despite what happened, I gotta say I do enjoy these moments being in a team car, experiencing the cycling race from the perspective of a single team. But next year, one of my ambitions is making a video where I've got maybe me in one team car and Joe in another team car, and it's basically a team car battle for the stage, and I reckon that'd be a good video, so if you want to see that, tell me. Anyway, as always, thanks for watching today's video. Thanks to Joe for joining me on this adventure, for editing these videos for me. Check out his channel below, and that's it. Thank you. Goodbye.